Alright, hello, how's it going? Uter Strudor, hello, Classic Patty, LFK, hello, AK2452, hello, how's it going? DMT, Christian, hello, ODM, Busy Timmy, hello, Boomerangero, well, catching those on the starting student screen for once, oh yeah? Nice. Hawk, hello. Funzy, a hello. Scruffy Marks, how's it going? Hinker, happy anniversary. Oh, 12 months. Thank you so much. Alright, so let's get started here. Let's see what we got here. Alright, Mama Hoo Hoo, hello. Secret Myth, Chutoro, how's it going? How's it going, guys? Drua, B Vega, how's it going? Kinzupi, buenas noches. 21 meses, muchas gracias. Captain Badass, hello. Rizma, Coca-Cola Mashita. What's up, Rizma? Juan Tagon. Mr. Fam, hello. How's it going? Eric, I'm back and hella tired. Oh, damn, Eric. I mean, I bet you must be pretty tired from traveling. Is this your last trip now in a minute, I guess? You won't be traveling for a bit now, I suppose. $765, how's it going? Secret Myth, thanks for the prime. DRNRCR, thanks for the prime. The Unborn, happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy start to the week. Yattering, hello. Align Ace, how's it going? AK, thank you so much for a tier 1. Alright, maybe in 3 months? Oh, 3 months. Middle of the summer. Where are you going in the middle of the summer? It's too hot to travel, I feel. Anyway, maybe to a cooler place. Alright, let's get started, guys. So today, as the title implies, we are going to be building the second installment, or would say like maybe it's like an intermediary, second installment / intermediary of the Dodgy Keyboards Ocho Cuatro. If you don't know what Ocho Cuatro means, just it's 8/4, so 84, which is for the TKL model from Dodgy Keyboards, and as you might know, Mr. Juan Amili designs them. And we have previously built the first Ocho Cuatro. I have a personal unit as well, and the 6-0 more recently, and then today we have this Ocho Cuatro 2 XL. The XL is actually for extra large, and that is because the angle of this board is 11 degrees, and you'll be able to see it on the prototype. You'll be able to see it on the website. There's a very gorgeous picture by Mr. Gerald Juby on the Dodgy Keyboards website. And it will be sold first come, first serve on 420. Blaze it, I guess. Don't get too blazed, because otherwise you will miss your first come, first serve windows that open at 10 a.m. and at 10 p.m. I believe. I forget which time zone it was. Let me check. That might have been my time zone, actually. So you can check the exact timestamps over at the Dodgy Keyboards Discord as well. Oh yes, it was 10 a.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Eastern for me, but for others it will be different times. So just make sure to check the timestamps, which are dynamic, and they'll adjust to your specific time zone. But yeah, check the listing and you can find all of the little details over there on the Dodgy Discord as well as on the website. Okay, so let's get started. So starting off, I'm getting stuck here with my cable over here. Alright, so let's get started by bringing the pieces over. So we have our bag of switches. We have our Otus Engineering PCB. This is the prototype from the first round of Otus Engineering TKL PCBs, which are going to be both 88 key and 87 key compatible. And it is in this very nice pink solder mask, and you can see the back over here. Whoop. Very nice. Where's Kiwi Cam? Kiwi isn't here anymore. So sad. Gorgeous traces over there that you can see under the reflection. And it has these nice glass diodes as well. But very nice PCB here. Says Otus 87.5 from Otus Engineering, who works with Daji to distribute PCBs of their own design. And so this is powered by a RPi 2040, I'm pretty sure. I think this is an RP 2040. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm wrong actually. But it is an RPi controller. So that's new. It uses VL, whatever you want to call it. Compatibility wise, you can see that it has fixed anti on the stabilized keys, except for split right shift. It does have compatibility for that. 625 and 7U bottom rows, north facing stabilizer on the enter and the spacebar, and south for the rest. And yeah, and you get LED capabilities for the caps lock and the scroll lock as well. So there's that PCB from Otus. Is it Mini B? This one is indeed Mini B, yes. This is indeed Mini B, which means that I need to actually take out my Mini B connector. So that's gonna be the first Mini B connector in a while for me. So yeah, this one is Mini B actually. Alright. Are there extra diodes on the PCB? No. I do not see extra diodes on the PCB. Yeah, no, I do not see any extra diodes on the PCB. But that said, diodes are pretty easy to solder and easy to replace. You can use any 1N14. I'm trying to, was it 1N14? Is that the number? 1N14 diodes, right? Any 1N14 diodes and similar, and you can just use those. Doesn't matter if they don't have to be the glass diodes. They can just be pretty much any 1N14 diodes, and they'll work just fine. Or at worst, you can just even use a piece of wire, and you'll just lose the NK, like the key rollover in that specific spot, but it'll work fine. Straight Chroma would like this PCB. I'm sure Courtney would. Also, Boomeranger, thanks for the Prime. Ozzy Keycaps, thanks for the Prime. This PCB is compatible with the JB2C and all the rest, indeed. Alright. So we got some TXAP stabs. The PCB is 1.2 millimeters, right, Juan? So we have 1.2 millimeter PCB mount stabilizers, of course. And here is our keyboard. Oh yes, 1N4 148. My bad. It's been a while. Okay, so there is our beautiful case. You can see from the side too. Let's take out the little O-ring over here. And that's a good old New York sound. But there it is in black. There is an internal stainless steel sandblasted weight, as you can see, a little daughterboard cable over there. It says OC2 XL underneath in the prototype engraving. This is when keyless, F12, TKL. And then here is the back. Ooh, look at that. So don't fool yourselves. This part here is the same aluminum as the bottom piece. It simply is engraved. Like it is, you know, it's milled. So to replicate this kind of grill-like look, right? So pretty nice, and it does come with this nice lilac lavender colored
Cool. 1 year. Time flies when you have fun watching like keyboard streams. Hope you have a great week.
accent daughterboard piece. So yeah, comes with a standard 3M bump odds over here, and uses hex screws that I can see, M2.5s I think. All right, and here is the angle of the board. Let's actually look at it from the top. It's a little bit easier to show you. But here it is, our majestic. Come on, focus, focus. Okay, doesn't want to focus. I think it's because it has. There we go. Okay, hello, hello. There we go. Thank you. All right. So there is our 11 degrees of typing angle. Not for the weak of wrist. If you have weak wrists and you cannot float your wrists, it may be a problem. But if you don't mind, you might just cope and work with it, as everyone does. Anyway, so that's that. And so let's get started to build this board. Yeah. Do you need to break off the mini B? Yeah, I can snap it off here. Boop boop. Snap up. Right here. Just snap it off with some I have some flush cutters over there, so that should do. It does not seem that high. Yeah, it doesn't seem too bad, right? It's not that bad. 11 degrees, no big deal. You can work with it. All right. I guess I'll open this up. Let's just get the daughterboard out of there. So, oops, wrong one. And 2.5. It looks like a TKL. It sure looks like a TKL, like the kind you like. Hello, Nine Walker. How's it going? Why not keep the mini B though? Well, so this is going to get in the way if you put it in like that. But if you did have the USB connector port right around here, then you could leave that, right? But if you leave it as is, it won't fit. Because, you know, it protrudes a little bit, right? Hey, I think if I retired for like 7 years from the keyboard hobby, sort of like semi-retired from the keyboard hobby for like 7-8 years, and then came back, I think I would be also pretty lost and confused, you know? So I get it. Alright, I think this one's just gonna come off once I take off the piece here. Alright, so there comes off our top piece. Just gonna put it aside. There's our screw. And then you can take off our accent piece over here. Of course, I don't really need to do this, and I don't need to be doing this, but I'm just doing it because I wanted to show you what it looks like. So there's our little JST connected daughterboard cable and USB-C port. This is our little accented badge with a Daji engraving. Very nice. Are you going to expose my jank cable? I mean, it's just a cable, dude. It's okay. No one's gonna go cry to mommy because they saw a cable that's slightly longer than it should be or something like that. Alright, so let's just go ahead and test some of this. Please weigh? I'll do that after the build. I think that's probably gonna be easier after I build it with keycaps and everything. Alright, so let's get Vial on the screen here. So there it is. Otis 87.5. And you can just go there. Oops, it's not focused on the screen. Oh yeah, unlock the keyboard before testing this, right? Press and hold the following keys until the progress bar fills up. Alright, I forgot about this. Oops. A bit different. Boom. Okay, cool. Forget it was separated by 1 U, so it should be these guys. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then one of these should activate 12, which is fine. And then that's fine. Right. Oops, skipped a few. I don't think I should have any issues. For the rest, I didn't really see any diodes missing or anything like that, so never hurts to double check. Oh, right, doesn't matter. Alright, cool. So can close that now. Okay. Alright, so let's get to do stabs here. Test it before shipping to you? Yeah, I know. Most people do. I always test regardless because during shipping sometimes things happen. And I did remember plugging it in like when it arrived, but then I don't remember checking all of the keys. Alright, so stabs. Oh, my first AP stabs build? Oh, nice. This should be like my third AP stabs build, I think. A couple of builds that had them offline. And then I ordered some, or I'm supposed to get some, rather, at some point. But that hasn't been shipped yet, so I'm waiting on those. But they're pretty much not that much different from the previous ones. I mean, it's just like minor things. I think just quality of life improvements though overall. Easier to tune slightly. Wire's pretty good. That kind of stuff. Haven't really had many issues with TX stats for me to complain about anything, so for me the improvement seems marginal. But you know. And as always, I loop my stats with 205 only. For the people who wonder. If you need a reason, there's just a reason of preference. Just prefer to use 205. What does AP mean? Armor penetration, surely. I believe it means almost perfect according to TX. Almost perfect TX stabs, basically. But why go all the way to call them AP and say armor penetration when you can just say it's piercing? For the gamers out there. Waiting for those actually perfect stabs? Doubt. Never happening. I mean, well, I think TX is playing it right in the sense that it's best not to claim perfection and then get anything close to it, right? Because that way you can just claim, well, you know, we clearly told you it's almost perfect, not perfect, right? So yeah, that's how you go about it. You never claim you're perfect. That's a bad bad marketing. How are you feeling today, Diego? Honestly, I'm feeling a little tired. Felt refreshed in the morning, and then as the day continued, I really felt like the weekend took a toll. So this weekend I was just really busy running errands. Basically I'm planning on moving in May, and so I'm just like busy preparing for that. So I was running errands, getting like packaging materials and other stuff. So yeah, I was just running around, running errands. Did pack some other stuff in there, like, I mean, I did go like, so the weekend was really nice weather-wise. Like, we had a really hot Thursday and Friday where it hit like 80, 90 degrees Fahrenheit, like 30 degrees Celsius, like something like that, 30, 32. And then on the weekend, it was like really nice. It was like 70s, 60s, 70s, right? So like 22 degrees Celsius or something like that. And so it was nice and breezy. So definitely took advantage of that and went out for my first bike ride in like, that was probably my first bike ride on my own bike, rather, because I had owned a bike through my college years and then a little bit more. And then I sold my bike in like 2016. So I hadn't been on my own bike for 7 years now then. 7 years. So my first bike ride of my own bike in 7 years. It was really nice. Really nice out. Really lovely. So yeah, I went out for a ride down the river, down the Hudson, the River Greenway. Super nice. Endgame bad marketing? IMO, yes. I think Endgame is bad marketing. You're supposed to say you're getting close. You're supposed to say that it takes you close to that. It's almost there. It's you know, it's an upgrade from everything else. But you never should say that you're there, because I think there's a way to just say that you're almost there, and then, you know, whatever next thing you release, you say you're even closer. You're making improvements. You're reaching that limit. You know, you're going for the limit, but you still haven't reached it. If you're going to continue making products, you just say, well, we're taking you there, but we're not quite there yet. You can't say we're absolutely perfect. That way, people are gonna be like, oh, so humble, but also very inspiring. I don't know. I'm just really pulling shit out of my ass, but yeah. Are you renting those plastic moving cartons? I am buying a lot of plastic moving cartons, so to speak, because I am going to be storing a lot of my stuff. I'm moving, for a brief bit, I'm going to be moving to a smaller place, and then I'm going to be looking for a more, like a slightly more spacious location, and so in doing so, I would rather store some of that stuff. So I'm gonna store some of this stuff and then move properly later. And so yeah, I'm purchasing like some boxes and some of the totes, like the storage totes. So yeah, it's like a mix of all that. So yeah, I won't have like, I mean, you know, like I'm storing like things that I don't need, like, you know, my winter clothes, like, you know, utilities that I don't need, etc. You better not store JD. Okay, sounds good. Good luck. Moving is a lot, especially with all the keyboards. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it, to be quite honest with you. But I think now, I kind of like gauged over the weekend, like what I need to move, what I need to pack, what I need to do to them. Like what should I, like, you know, all that. Kind of like doing the math and figuring out the space and so on. And it is going to suck in the sense that you just have to do a lot of the physical work, and it's just gonna be a lot of lifting, a lot of coordinating. But at the same time, it wasn't as daunting as I thought. Like I genuinely don't own that many things that are non-keyboard related. Might be sounding very sad. It might sound extremely sad to say that, but I think it's okay. I don't have that many clothes. I mean, I am actually donating a ton. The stuff that I really realize I just don't use, don't wear, right? So donating a bunch of clothes. Today I sold like some random like trinkets and stuff, like locally, for like pretty cheap. You know, selling like kitchen stuff that I don't use, that kind of stuff, right? So just consolidating, whatnot, you know, a little bit of spring cleaning at the same time. You know, tossing out a bunch of like, or giving out like books or like random stuff like board games or, you know, whatever it might be, right? And so, yeah, I think it's going to be okay. Like the keyboard stuff, I think is more straightforward to like inventory and organize. But we'll see. Once I actually start moving, I'll know how bad it is. It's definitely going to suck, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah. I mean, I've never liked moving. No one enjoys moving. Moving sucks. Like, even movers hate moving, right? Like, they're just doing it for the job, for the money, right? For the service providing. So, yeah. The less material object you have results in less stress. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's certainly true. I unfortunately do not categorize myself in the class of people who has very few material goods, because that is absolutely a lie and an illusion that I don't live in. I do not live in a minimalist setting. I will absolutely acknowledge that. I do not engage in minimalism. So yes, I will have a somewhat stressful move. But that's my consequence to face, and I guess that's fine. Have you seen the M3 Mons Geek? Do you think it'll be an alright beginner build? I have not seen the M3 Mons Geek, so I would have to look it up for me to know. I'm a material girl in the material world? Yeah. I mean, hey, life in plastic is fantastic in the sense that at least I do certainly own a lot of plastic, like keycaps. A lot of keycaps. I have a lot of keycaps. Yeah, very many keycaps. The number of keycaps in my residence certainly exceeds the number of other things in my residence in terms of quantity of objects or units. So yeah, I certainly live in a material or plastic world, I think, by simple majority. And this includes, yeah, all forms of keycaps basically. I will graciously take your HFU set off your hands for disposal. Okay, buddy. Okay, no. There sure are a lot of plastics. Sorry, resin. I don't have a lot of stuff either, but my keyboards have so many things. Yeah. I will be storing I will be storing a lot of my keyboard stuff. So I will only have access to like 2-3 keyboards maybe. And then, I mean, if I do need stuff, like I can go and pick it up, but I would rather not do that. So I'll be taking care of that and storing a bunch of stuff like that too. I like setting up my stuff, starting with an empty room, but otherwise moving sucks. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's ideal for sure. That's ideal. I mean, I do envy the people who are able to engage in minimalist tendencies. Like, that's great for them. It's just not me, though. It's just not in my identity to do that, I think. Simply said. You know? Very environmentally friendly option. I kind of wish I was minimalist. Yeah, no. I do and I don't. I enjoy what I collect. I enjoy what I have, and I certainly find use to it and enjoyment out of it. So it's not just pointless, I think. At least. But it is true that it's not necessarily normal or non-excessive. Fuck minimalism, stuff is so cool. Yeah, exactly. There's so much cool shit out there. Why should I be a minimalist and not engage in the cool shit? There's stuff that I can see, interact with, own. Right? People make cool things. Other human beings, other, makers and engineers and artists and all sorts of people. So, why not? If stuff can't make you happy, you have internal shit to work on? Ha! I like that one. I like that one, actually. I watched that minimalism documentary on Netflix. I got triggered, so I stopped watching. Yeah. I've tried watching that. Well, I have watched a bit of those, and it's okay. I get it. Throw shit out you don't use or need, and doesn't spark joy. Sure, get rid of it. Like, organize your life. Like, it'll make you happier and more. You'll achieve like Zen or some shit. That's cool. But not me. It's just not me. That's all. I enjoy maximalism. Well, I can't say I'm maximalist, but because I don't strive for having the most. I just like cool shit. Which 60 board is your white one? It's the Keycaps number 160. I don't like minimalism, but at the same time, materialism isn't great either. Yeah, I acknowledge that. Me too. I mean, I certainly don't buy things I don't really use, or at least don't see use for. Like for example, clothes shopping. I don't do a lot of clothes shopping. I don't do a lot of shopping for like other things like appliances, that kind of stuff. Like I kind of like just have what I use and that's enough, tools wise or whatever it might be.
Okay, where are my stickers?
Right. Okay, where are my stickers? Yeah, you should fill out the form. Exclamation stickers. I'll send you some, Alex. Just fill it out. Well, so normally I send one sticker every 3 months just because it's easier to keep track that way too. There are folks who are like Discord subs and I like send them, like I promise like sticker packs to like the first 20 people or something like that to sign up. And I try to be like generous and just like try to send like stickers to make up for some of the time that people didn't fill out their form and whatnot. But at the same time, I don't want to be responsible. Like I don't want people like banging my door saying like, "Hey, you didn't send me stickers. I didn't fill out the form though, but you should be sending out stickers because I subbed." Right? And I don't want to keep track of that. So it's up to people to kind of remind me or nudge, basically. So that's why the form is there. 1 year is a special sticker. I mean, I've been like getting new stickers. Like I think the most recent sticker that I made through that I made or like have like sent out is one with the one from the keyboard community. What's that? The poster. The Keep Town poster from my keyboard EU, and the one that Crash the artist was commissioned for, and like I'm featured on there, and I asked Crash, who was very gracious in providing the art for that, so that I could make stickers for it. So there's a sticker of that that originally actually came with his posters if you had ordered one, but if you didn't, like otherwise you can't really get that. So yeah, I asked Crash, I was like, hey, like, do you mind if I use like my own featured art to make stickers of, and I'll send you some too, of course. And just wanted to send those to people who support me and stuff. So yeah, did that, and that was the latest one. That's a pretty good Patrick impression, yeah. It's a giraffe. That, yeah, I know. Hello, AppDroid. How's it going? Tornado. Hello. I learned that so I can kind of do an okay Reinhardt impression. Huh. Kind of curious. I'm not particularly proud of making impressions of anything in particular or anybody in particular, so I don't really do it on purpose, or it's not with that particular thing in mind. I'm still like too zoomer to get the grid in it, like sandpaper parts. Maybe getting to smoke more. Don't do that. But your Todo is S tier? Oh. Oh man. Oh, yeah, I'm excited that there's gonna be a new season of that, right? Soonish. I don't know when. Late this year? Perhaps? Alright, I need to like wipe off my hands because of the lube. Alright. Alrighty, there go the stamps one by one. It's gonna be amazing, but after that, I really started not liking the manga. Ah, okay. I guess that's kind of to be expected. I don't really expect a lot of stuff to go for a long time to be great. So my expectations of a lot of shows and manga, anime, whatever it is, TV shows included, it's not great after 1-2 seasons, you know? Just watch it for the entertainment value, though. Like it's good. If it's good, I'll check it out, and if it gets worse, then whatever. I lose interest and I move on. There's a lot of other things to watch. So. Wait a minute. Ha! Of course I forgot to show you the plate. I wonder for a second. I was like, I unboxed the thing and then I didn't get a plate out of the case, so it must be inside of the bag, and I just forgot that it was in the bag. So here's the plate. Here's our plate for today. It's a nice lilac or lavender, more like lavender, I guess. Lavender colored plate. Goes nicely with this PCB. And yes, we were talking about Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm assuming that's for the modifiers. I'm assuming that's for the spacebar. And these are for the rest. MX Black on Alu Classic. Oh yeah, a lot of people feel the same way. Shame, really? Eh, so it goes. So it goes. It just do be like that when it comes to a lot of work out there. I'm excited for I haven't started Demon Slayer season 2. Oh, before I do this, I should actually cut the USB port now before, so I can still have the leverage on it. Alright, so chopping this off. So I mean, I could just chop it off from here too, but I could just chop it up. No, too risky with do it with my hands. Should I just use pliers instead? You know, one thing I don't like about this little segment here is that there is like a little corner that I'm about to cut, but I think it's fine. Nice and clean here. Yeah, there it is. Snapped it right off. Just use pliers instead of the flush cutter, is a little easier. Alright, there we go. Yeah. Really excited to get into Demon Slayer Season 3? Yeah. There's a few things I haven't started watching, like Dr. Stone, Demon Slayer. I mean, specifically the newer seasons. I still have to finish Vinland Saga Season 2. I still have to finish... I finished Blue Lock. What else was I gonna watch? Oh, on Netflix I was gonna start Beef. But haven't started that yet. I heard it's pretty good. Dr. Stone was cool? Yeah, pretty fun. Entertaining. Especially as someone who comes from like a science background. Just entertaining to watch. That command. What is Holy Panda? Alright, should be enough. My little dude was so angry, just let my wife and I have it. Oh boy. From what? What do you do? What's there to be that angry about? You win. Thank you so much for the 4 months. Okay, let's just not pressing down enough. Cool, I think the stabs sound fine. Don't really need to mess too much with these guys anymore. They're pretty good as they are. Alrighty, rest of the switches, let's go. Shones, hello. VJ99, hello, hello. Welcome. How's y'all's weeks shaping up? It's already mid-April, can you believe it? Oh my god. Can't believe it. Time's just flying by. I am dreading the summer. Like, just already. Summer's gonna suck for me. At least in some regards. But I'm kind of excited for the weather to get a little bit warmer in general. But at the same time, I'm not very excited for the weather to get too hot. And that said, also, I guess my work schedule changes a little bit during the summer, so that's gonna be a bit different. Diego, where are you moving? I'm just moving apartments. So I'm still going to be living in the city, just different apartment. Yeah. How am I doing? I'm doing alright. How are you, Shonis? I'm doing okay. Busy, really busy. Feel like there's just not enough time in the day, that's for sure. Feel like I need like another 5 hours each day. 2 to sleep more, and then the other 3 to do more things. What part of New York City do you live in? I currently am in the Washington Heights area, so Hispanic neighborhood. Like very far up in New York City, if you know. What's up? The ceiling. No more noises or internet blips? I don't know about the noise part. Internet blips, hopefully not. That said, internet is always susceptible to problems anywhere, so we'll see. Hopefully not. I guess as long as I don't get Spectrum again, it shouldn't be a problem. So I guess we'll see. We can finally change the ISP? Yes, we can. Yeah, that's a big one. Is the new place gonna be bigger? No. Technically, no. The new place cannot possibly be bigger. For several reasons. First, I live with 2 other roommates, so I live in a 3-bedroom, 2-bath apartment in a neighborhood that's pretty far away from where the expensive stuff is, like Midtown too included. So overall, I live in a very favorable location as far as space, layout, cost consideration goes. My roommates are pretty good, pretty chill. So yeah, I'm going from a very large space. Likely first, I'm going to be in the studio for a little bit with my partner. And then that's going to be like during the summer. And then after, like in midsummer, I'm going to be moving again. I'm going to be moving twice in the coming 6 months, basically. So I'm going to be moving twice. So I'm going to a studio. And then I'm gonna be moving probably to like a 1-bed. So yeah, what ISP you got? Right now I have Spectrum, so it's just regular, coax based, you know, DSL kind of internet. Any fiber? Hopefully, what the place I moved to has like Verizon Fios, which is, I guess, the only fiber providing service in New York. Actually, I don't know if the others do. Don't remember. But that would probably be the ideal case. 2 moves, that's gonna be tough. Yeah, I think the first move is probably gonna be the tougher one. The second move, I think, is gonna be a little bit easier, because the first move I'm gonna be storing a lot of stuff, and the second move I'm gonna be just moving. Actually, well, no, both of them are gonna suck in their own way. No, never mind. No, they're both gonna suck. But yeah, I mean, you just have to do it, you know, no avoiding it. Hope the new place has an affordable and delicious taco truck. Fingers crossed. My 3rd bedroom is available for lighting except keyword storage solutions. You know, if I had a car readily accessible, that might be a better idea, but not having a car really kills that deal. Christian. If you can offer to pick up and lift and move things, maybe I'll take you up on it. On demand. Rent a car? Yeah, I know. I mean, I could rent a car, of course, but it's not cheap either. Like each time you rent a car, it's not like that cheap either. I mean, it's still probably more probably cheaper than, I don't know. It depends actually, because when you rent a car, you have the associated fees, and then for some, like if you're renting a car through like a normal rental car company, then like, you know, like Avis, Hertz, like those kinds of companies, right? Enterprise, whatever it is, then you have to pay the gas too, right? You have to refill the gas, right? Like U-Haul is the same, right? And then like let's say you like use like Zipcar. I think Lyft now released like their rent car thing. It's still, yeah, it's still not that cheap. It's also location based, so I think they're like rated differently in different places, different cities. So yeah. What Switch films do I use? TX films, just TX.15 film, the regular ones. You already know where you're moving with your partner, so I'm moving in first, and then we're gonna wait until the lease is up, and then we're going to meet moving together. So that's gonna be the challenge. It's gonna be finding a place afterwards together. So yeah, that part is gonna suck. I'm also moving in May. Yeah, so like my lease is up in May, so like I'm moving, you know, by like late May once, and then I'm probably moving again like in July or like in August, another, like in July another time. So yeah, it's gonna suck. Come to West Coast, drive my car? No thanks. I would rather not drive a car, to be honest. Hard pass. Having a car is convenient for errands, but that's about it. I would rather not commute by car, if possible. Still catching up? Thanks, Garlic. Why don't you like to drive a car? I just don't like commuting by car. That's all. I just don't like doing the daily grind by car. That's all. Otherwise, I do like driving a car. I like driving a car to travel. I like driving a car for road trips. Quick errands, that's fine. No biggie. You know, go out for a drive, that's nice. I like that. I like to drive a car in that regard. I just don't like to grind on like driving a car. Like commute daily. That kind of stuff. Sitting in the car in traffic, that kind of stuff. Alright, let's get soldering now. Prefiero andar en mi burrito. If only. Alright, let's get soldering now. Hi Kim, how's it going? Alright. Bear with this. Let's get soldering now. Is that a unicorn on the desk? No, it's a Keycaps 160. 160 so much prettier than the 260? Is that because the 260 doesn't exist? But I'm sure you just mean the number 2 series. They're just different. Different look. I mean, the number 2 is supposed to be, you know, it's supposed to be modeled after the HKB HG, right? So yeah, just different aesthetic, different design language entirely. Like the number 2, so to like, I would say like the number 2, you could say it's more like an inspired design, whereas the number 1, it's its own kind of design, right? So it's a little different. You're kind of more constrained when you're basing things off other things, you know? But yeah, I would say that, yeah, number 1 is kind of unique. Like, has that floating kind of look from the side because of the, like, the sits on top of an island kind of look. Like, the bottom part is sitting on the desk, whereas the sides are kind of floating. So, like, floating sides, so to speak. Similar to a shelf, but maybe smaller on the base portion, right? Whereas the number 2 design sits, like the entire base sits on the desk, and then it has that taper on the sides. A bit different. It's different language overall. The number 2 just isn't unique IMO. I mean, well, it's unique when it came out. Like, nobody did it before. Period. It was the first. The Keyco number 2 was the first to make an MX-based keyboard based on the HKB Professional HG. Which means it was unique when it came out. If you compare it to like the 10 million other boards that, well, I mean, okay, I'm exaggerating, but if you compare it to like the dozen other keyboards that came out after the number 2 based on the same inspiration, well, then it's not unique in that pool, obviously. My solder's clean. What temp are you? I run at 350 degrees Celsius, Timmy. I use no clean Castor 6337 solder, and yeah, I just use a standard chisel tip. Well, actually, it's a very slight chisel tip on the soldering iron. It's basically the one that's more like a chisel. Just one away from the standard conical tip one. But yeah. Wasn't number 2 the first to have hidden screws? It is? It might have been, yeah. It was definitely not common to have the screwless look. 9Walker. So you might actually have a point there. Yeah, it might have been one of the first few customs to also not have bottom case screws and instead put them from the top through a mid piece, which is something that's also unique about the number 2 design. The number 2 did a lot of things that other boards hadn't done before. So it is definitely one of a kind in that regard. At least during the time it came out, it definitely was something that you could say was different. And then a lot of other boards did follow, I would say. So yeah, I mean, I would say, like, I mean, whether people would like to deny it or not, Keyco did pave a lot of new roads, so to speak, in terms of keyboard design. They did kind of bring gasket mount into the spotlight. They did like go into, like, along with the other Wilbitech PCBs that follow through, like with the number 2, like the daughter board design, right? Like that was a big thing. Like daughter board based designs came up with Wilbus PCBs for the Rama work stuff as well as for the number 2, right? And so yeah, it did a lot of things that other people didn't at a given point in time. I'm at the same time using the same solder skill issue for me then. Yeah, so it's several things. Yeah, so Juan does have a point. You do want to tin your iron tip, because when your soldering iron tip gets hot, it's gonna start it's gonna start, you know, melting what's at the tip, and that's gonna start burning, right? Like it's basically stuck to the iron, right? So whatever's on your iron is gonna burn, like whatever flux is there is gonna burn, and that's why you have that like brass, like the brass wool, right? And you like clean it off first. I clean it up first, right? I clean it in the brass wool first, and then yeah, you can tin it at first a little bit if you want with some solder, because it also has flux. So you tin your iron just so that the heat transfer is going to be better once you make contact with the bulk of the solder that you're going to be using for the solder joint, right? And then when you are soldering, you first want to apply heat to the joint that you want to create. So you are making contact with both the pad and the pin that you're going to create the joint on, right? So both of those need to be touched by the iron, right? And then you apply, and then you feed the solder into the joint. So the solder starts melting, and thanks to the flux that's contained within the particular spool of solder that you have, right? It's going to help the solder flow into the pad and make a nice conical shaped joint, right? And then basically the amount you feed into the joint is going to be determined by like what shape you want that joint to be. So if you feed very little, it'll first just cover the base of the pad. So it'll basically cover the cross section, right? That's parallel to the PCB, or essentially that's parallel to the plate, so to speak. Basically, just right around the switch pin. And then as you feed more, it's going to start flowing. Like it's going to basically like kind of like overflow atop of that first surface, and it creates a little like a cone shape, right? If you feed too much, however, it goes from this conical shape to a rounder, more spherical shape, because it's basically just overflowing out of the joint. And so basically it has already filled the pad, it has already filled the orifice into which you were feeding the solder in the first place, and then the shape is contorted into something that looks more like a sphere. And then because the heat transfer is lost there, you essentially get a cold joint, right? Or you just have a joint that's just way too big, which is not good either. But that's pretty much how I solder. You could say that's the physics behind it. But soldering is all based on a nice heat transfer between the hot soldering iron and the components that it touches. So that's about it. Hello, Radiates. Timmy. Jack Poople. Poopy says hydrate. I'll hydrate in a bit. Give me a sec. Just need to. I'll finish soldering and then I'll hydrate or whatever. But yeah, also like people have issues with splattering flux around the joint, right? Or burning flux that forms like little pools of brown liquid around the joint. That I used to have issues with that too. That is actually dependent on both the PCB pads as well as the solder that you're using. No clean is pretty nice in the sense that it doesn't burn as ugly in that way because I assume just something to do with the flux, with the rosin core that's in that particular spool of solder. But also, what I would say matters more is you don't want to feed the solder too quickly. Like, you don't want to, like, if you're touching your pad and the pin with your soldering iron, right, and you're starting to feed in your solder, you don't want to approach it with high velocity, because that high velocity, you know, is going to cause whatever liquefied solder you have is going to cause that to splatter, because you're already coming in with a higher, like, horizontal velocity, right? So that horizontal velocity is going to be preserved, and so it's going to splatter a bit more around that area as it changes like phases of matter, right? So yeah, I mean, I can show you, yeah, sure, I can show you how I create my soldering joints here. Maybe I'll actually remove this keyboard here. And so let me show you. So maybe I'll show you these guys over here that I'm soldering. So look, so I apply, you know, here's my tip of the soldering iron, right? You can apply a little bit of solder if you want. You can tin it, you can wipe it off with a brass wool, and then you apply the iron onto the pad, heat it up slightly, and then you feed until it forms a nice conical shape, and then rinse and repeat. You know, you just feed until it forms a nice conical shape, let it melt, let it flow, done, and then you keep going, and like that. So you just slowly do that. And as you can see, it doesn't really splatter much around there, right? So like that, it just takes, like, you know, 2-3 seconds at most, right? So very easy, but it is a matter of practice. Like, see, so like this joint, so you can see it formed that first base, and then it formed a cone around it. But maybe if it's a little ugly and you want to make it slightly more conjoined for the conical shape, you can add a little bit of solder, and with the heat, it's going to flow nicely around the pad. Same for this one, and then you do the same for this one, right? So see here, like, you have a little, like, slightly cold joint because I didn't let it flow properly. So I apply heat and then apply a little bit of solder, so it flows right into the pad. This time I see a little bit of burnt solder on the iron tip, so I wipe it off, clean it, and so on. And same thing here. So this is the last solder joint, I'm pretty sure. Last two. And voila, like that. Right, so it's not too much solder that you're using per joint. And you're doing this in a slow process, right? Like, for example, okay, let me show you some, like, let's inspect the PCB here, right? So we have some of these joints, like this one, for example, looks like it's not as evenly, like, it's not as evenly, like, circular in the conical joint. So you can just apply some heat here, and you see how it flows? See how the flux causes that solder to flow nicely on the pad? Oop. Oh, come on. Don't do this. Is that alright there? So yeah, you know, like, you can just apply a little bit of heat. If you think it's not enough solder, you can always feed a little bit of solder, and it'll cause, you know, it'll form a nice little conical shape over there, right? So it's just a matter of kind of assessing as you go, right? Do you use a desoldering gun or a pump to desolder? It depends how many joints I am desoldering. I have both of them. I do have a desoldering gun, so I use a desoldering gun if I'm desoldering a full PCB. But if I'm doing only desoldering, maybe, like, you know, 1, 2, or 3 paths, let's say, or something like that, some small number, then I just use the pump because I'm lazy to take out the desoldering gun and, like, you know, have to, like, plug it in and have to turn it on, wait for it to heat up, right? That stuff takes a while. And if I already have a soldering iron that's hot, then, you know, no need to wait for all that. So yeah, it depends. Basically just situation dependent. Yeah. Okay, so just reassess our solder joints here, right? Okay, so you know, they don't all have to be perfect and exactly the same, the shape of the joints, but as long as you have like proper coverage on the pad, it's more than enough, right? So like no gaps, empty spaces, things like that, like weird gaps between the pad. All right, cool. That looks good. Dropped an Oreo on the floor. Ooh, that's so sad. ¿Qué piensas del Magic 3 de Matrix? La verdad es que o sea, no he puesto mucha atención a los productos de Matrix, entonces no estoy muy seguro. Digo, creo que está un poco cute, but not for me. All right, let's go ahead and test the PCB first before we actually put it into the case. So I like to always do that first. Oh. You can ignore the F10, that there's a bridge over there, so it's just a prototype thing. But the production PCBs won't have that issue. Alright, cool, everything works. Nice. Alright, so let's get the case first. Hot swap feels like cheating. I mean, it's convenient, so why not use it when it's there, right? So let's first get the daughter board properly placed here. So you can just put the cable through. And then grab our screwdriver. Adjust our little daughter board piece. Make sure it's in place. Nice. Next, let's see. Alright, we put the, let's do the O-ring here. So this is O-ring mount. Alright, nice and even. Okay. Now we just want to carefully plug in our little daughter board connector. Alright. A bit of slack there. then you can even just place it right on the board, making sure that the O-ring is nicely sitting on the pillars. If you see it protrude a little bit, you can push it in nicely here. But the pillars are in the top and the bottom edges, right? So you just want to make sure that it's sitting in nicely and in place. Okay. Place the top nice and carefully. Flip it over, making sure that the case is sitting on top properly. And we first start with, let's start with this longer screw here. Making sure that the let's go to the other corner, the other inner corner here. Okay, now that at least 2 screws are in place, we can just go ahead and leave it down. Oh wait, I did that one just now. And just do the rest here. It's really nice to build a hotspot PCB. Just feels so weird after having only solder PCBs available to me. Yeah, that's true. It's so weird to have like these novelties now available, and it's so convenient. You're like, whoa, new world. But it's true. I do think it's so nice to have the option though. Like, the only thing I don't like about hot swap, there's only 2 things I don't like about hot swap. It's the layout issue, is that it doesn't always have the layouts I want. I want step caps lock for every PCB. I want you know, if it's an HKB, I want the native HKB layout, but I want step caps lock, for example, you know, even if it's HKB, I like step caps lock, period. So like those kinds of choices, right? And split right shift, split backspace, right, for HKB. If it's you know, maybe if it's a TKL, I want it to be fixed ANSI and step caps lock, right? And 7U, right? Things like that. So layout is always one thing about hot swap PCBs that's always like a bit of an inconvenience. The second thing that I don't like about hot swap is you are like, even if you clip your switch properly on the plate, like you see those little tabs on the switch properly clip onto the plate, right? You still can pull off the switch when you're pulling keycaps out, things like that. Obviously things not working, like hot swap socket insertion cycles, like that kind of stuff isn't not much of an issue, but or sometimes the hot swap sockets are not soldered as perfectly, they have a very, very thin amount of solder, right? That kind of stuff can be a little bit annoying, whereas in solderable, like it's not an issue because you're doing your own joints for the solderable PCBs, right? So yeah, there's like a little bit of that like longevity issue perhaps. There's like small things like that though. Yeah, but overall, I think hot swap is super nice and convenient. Milmax is okay, but it's expensive. Milmax is expensive, and you still have to solder. At that point, I might as well not Milmax socket and just solder and desolder normally, right? Anyway, yeah. And yes, there are multi-layout hot swap PCBs now, yes. I guess it's kind of like a car who prefers manual and wishes he had an auto in congested city. Yeah. It's like someone you, like liking the aspects of manual, but also enjoying auto in certain cases. Yeah, like congested cities, uphill, downhill, that kind of stuff, right? Yeah. Oh, Juan with the 5 gifted. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Or just buy 2 solder PCBs. Yeah. All right. So what key set are we going with? So I see a few redeems here. Cobra really insisted for hander bite at some point an hour ago. However, one drunk man insisted for any version of wob, which is probably the safer bet. Hander bite looks okay on black, but honestly it's not my personal preference on black. That say it looks fine. Is this a thocky or a clacky keyboard? Personally super into thocky, marbly, poppy sound. These okay. Okay, Pogert. I just got Cyrillic wob from Canon Keys and wanted to use that TBH. But I'm sure there's people who want to have something more colorful. It's up to you guys, I guess. Yes, use that. Okay, I'll give Cobra his points back. Lavender on black. Oh, I don't have GMK lavender yet. I'll probably get a set. It looks very pretty. GMK 6s? Very specific request. Wob looks decent on black. It's alright. Do you have GMK Wob Hangul? I actually don't have GMK Wob Hangul. I used to have it, but then I traded it. So I do not have GMK Wob Hangul. What's the Dark Analog Dreams? Digital Nightmares. I also have that one. If you wanted to try that too. Oh, that's a neat set. It's like it's the same color as Taro's Dark Purple. If you have Taro. Yeah, that could be cool. All right, so I can bring both. So I can show you this one. Thought it was CR? No, it's dark purple. So there's Wob Cyrillic, pretty standard Wob. And then there is over here. I have Digital Nightmares. Which looks very, very dark. Very dark. Oh, wait. I see. It's like a dark purple and a slight lavenderish kind of tone. Wait, it's too far. Is that Wob Cyrillic? Yes, it is. Wob Cyrillic. I think on the camera it looks a little bluish, but it is purple. It's just a camera. No, this still does look purplish. Yeah, that's the. Those are the choices here. Oh, hello, Lube Switches. How are you? I'll give Cobra and ODM the right to pick because they're the ones who redeem their points. Initially. I think both sets are pretty nice. Alright, Wob Cyrillic is the executive choice by the two folks here. Alright, so Wob Cyrillic it is. Oh, where's the fixed keys for this? Alright, cool. Just to... What's the difference? Oh, I see. So, on the left, there is the fixed 4, and on the right is the not fixed 4. It was too small. Too small. Same for the 6 here. Small, big. But honestly, it's something that I wouldn't care about as far as like, it's just a sub legend. But at least it means that if I lose my 4 or a 6, Well, no, I need to lose both. I would have to lose both to be able to use the other ones, right? So if I happen to somehow lose my 4 and a 6, at least I have extras. Lose one, forced to use both? Yeah, because you don't want to have the small one and then the big one, right? It's kind of weird. Can't lose the 4, it is unforgettable. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Nice. Very appropriate. Nice little Daji joke. When did this WAP Cyrillic run? It ran like mid 2021, I think. Mid 2021, I think, and it just shipped. Something like that. I remember, maybe late 2021. I don't know, but it ran like a year and a half ago or so, I think. This one has double shot Cyrillic legends though, which is nice. It's all double shot. But yes, if you have 3 different colors, you're gonna have one printed legend, and the other one's gonna be double shot. So what's nice about this is that it's double shot wob for the legends. Doesn't feel like GMK is ever going to do triple shot, TBH? Probably not. It's probably not really. I mean, like, I feel like it is in their interests as, like, maybe, like, on an engineering level, like, they're, like, interested in doing triple shot. But business-wise, I can't, like, if I were in GMK's executive positions, I wouldn't really see myself doing triple shot as an R&D thing. It would cost so much R&D, like funds wise, and then I think the return is probably not that big. So I don't think I would do it if I were in GMK's shoes. So I don't see it happening. Do I want to get R5? Wait, do I have R5? I think I should still have a kit with R5. I can go check. Alright, so step caps. Spacebar. Looks fine, I think. Wait, where did I just put the other arrow key? Right here. Alright. Alright, let me go get R5. I'll be right back. BRB. Alrighty, we're back. Let's see here. Wait, this is not the right one. It's the other cap, pretty sure. Let's see. Do someone ever run CMYK accents in R5? Yeah, the first run of CMYK through Keycaps, Ghost Juggernaut, he ran them in R5. Pretty sure. What's this keycap set? This is WAP Cyrillic.
Seven months of lurking Igor.
Hey, Melanie the Savage. 7 months of, no, 8 months of lurking actually. 7 months straight of sub, but 8 months technically. Very nice. Alright, let's get some artisans on here. Should have some white on black fitting ones over here. Alright. Let's see, white on black.
Reminds me my sub ended LOL.
I have this one. I have this. This kind of fits. This. I mean, pretty much all the bottom rows here. And this. On these boxes, yeah. Yeah, I think that would do. Give it some color? Okay, sounds good. Some color. What kind of color do we want though? That 4th of July Joy Isabel? I like it too, yeah. I like this one. To match the plate? What about with the Duck Dracula looking one? The Pato? This one? Oh yeah. This one could work. This could match the plate. Kind of like there. Alright, fine. I'll do something like this poster here. Maybe we'll put the more colorful ones there. I'm debating. All the way top right. I'm thinking maybe like colorful ones on the corner. Then more wob looking one. Maybe the Zorb cap on the top left. Something like that. Maybe too much? I don't know. Ooh. This one has a very loose stem. Something like that. I don't know. The squatch is nice too, though. Am I simping too hard? Probably, yeah. I mean, me too. Me too. I like it too, though. Just want to have different makers represented on the boards, you know? I like to feature different people's works on the boards. Sometimes I do like to mash them up. Like I do like putting if it's like the same maker's work on different corners or like a set. That's pretty nice too. Yeah, something like that. Look at that. Oh, which one's the squatch? This one. This is the squatch. Jack Squatch by Level Caps. Pretty nice. Alright, let's blow some of the little white, little dusty pieces from the tray, because it's super annoying. All those little fucking potato tray garbage flying out. Yeah, single shot red was the debut colorway for that one. Alright. But yeah, it looks good, right? Alright, let's go ahead and try typing on this, yeah? So let's do that. Okay, so let me see. This typing test window is kind of big here. Maybe something like that. All right, how are we doing? Does that look good? All right, let's give this a shot. We currently have the Daji Ocho Cuatro V2 XL, 11-degree typing angle here with GMK Wob Cyrillic from Canon Keys. This is Tom's Wob Cyrillic with the R5 kit from, this was run through Novel Keys, but this was run a while back with the R0 R5 kit. And we have some artisans from Zorb Caps, Level Caps, Aussie, and Sodi Caps. And this is on an aluminum plate. We have MX Blacks 205 grade 0 lubed on an aluminum plate with 60-gram springs and an O-ring mounted. So let's give it a shot. See how you guys like it. All right. Whoop. All right. Sounds like a keyboard, yeah. Funny enough, doesn't sound like a keyboard to you. Alright, here are the mods. And the win key. Done. If someone told me this was a keyword, I'll certainly believe it. Yeah, win key kind of harsh, not gonna lie. Yeah, that's why you should just go win keyless. Oh. Abandon that harsh life with a win key. Go win keyless. Campaign 2023. How's that? All right, very nice. If this were win key, I'd be feeding for it. Yeah, it sounds very nice. The switches do sound to me like they are pretty lightly lubed. Actually, sounds pretty nice. IMO. Nice light application of lube, I think. And yeah, sounds really nice with the O-ring. Nice and soft. It does have a little bit of that kind of soft bounciness to it. Well, not quite bounce, but definitely has a little bit of give, as you can see here. If I press kind of hard onto the board here, you can see the plate move a little bit, right? So there is a decent amount of give to this particular O-ring mount. Pretty nice. So yeah, sounds really nice. Super light lube on this battery, I can tell, because I have so actually, like, one of my boards, which I guess is like the grandfather of this board, the OTD 456 GT, is built with RO59 lube MX blacks, which actually sound pretty close to this. Very, very similar sounding. The switches themselves. So I can tell that it's a pretty light amount of lube. Yeah, this is a 1.2 millimeter PCB and a 58 O-ring. Yeah, and I also cannot do top mount. Is that right, Juan? Because I don't have anything to do top mount with. Unless I just need to have screws. Or the screws on the top piece? I didn't check, actually. Right? Anyway. Let's see. Any questions? Stoked, it sounds like a keyboard? I know. I'm pretty stoked too. Let's see who had any questions. I have a Keychron V10, need some layout recommendations. What layout do you like? Compared to your OC you built on your subathon? Very different builds though. But I mean, yeah, sure, you can, if you can. Oh yeah, sure, I can compare the build with the Ocho Cuatro with the other board. So I can do that. So maybe we should take this out of the way here on the screen. Yeah, give me a sec. I'll be right back. Okay, I turned on the fan because it's really warm in my room. I'm gonna move it slightly. And then, so first we have this guy with our PS2. So this is the OTD 456 GT. Ugh, it's always very annoying to move around because it's so heavy. So you could say this is like the little older uncle of this guy. But will sound kind of similar, I think. Right. Oh.
Literally flawless.
Literally flawless Anno. Thank you so much for 21, Mason. How are you doing? But yeah, this is top mount. And the switches are basically like unlubed. They have RO59, which is a dry lubricant, so it just kind of smoothens the surface, but it doesn't like apply like this wet kind of I guess layer of lube. So that's why it kind of sounds like very dry and clacky. And then I guess the main things that people probably want to see about this would be, okay, I try to not twist the cable too much, otherwise it's gonna break. Let's probably see the side-by-side of this. So let me see here. So you can kind of see here, this is the, oh man, this is tough without having to. So this is the 456 GT over here, right? It's kind of, yeah, it's like people say between like 11 and 12. It's hard to ascertain. And then we have over here the Daji. I guess one other way to compare them is to switch views and to check here on the side. They are so heavy. Ugh, okay, so you can see that I guess the OTD is maybe like 1 degree steeper, right? I think. Maybe, I don't know actually. Can someone do the math here? Okay, hold on. Oh, fuck. Oh, it's so heavy. Okay. Also, I need this to focus properly. Oh, God. Focus, there. Okay. That's kind of focus on the side. It's hard to align them just right. But, yeah. It starts taller, yeah, so it ends taller. I think the angle is, like, pretty similar, no? Like, let's compare them side by side. Like this. I think the angle is pretty close, right? Like, okay, the easy way to tell is, are those lines parallel to each other? Right? Is the line on the... Yeah, it's pretty close. I actually do think they're the same angle. I think it's 11 degrees. I'm pretty sure the OT456 GT is 11 degrees. At least from my research, it is 11 degrees. But some people, especially in the West, when it first was popularized, people kept saying 14. But I don't believe that. I don't think this is 14. I mean, on the left. So I do think it's 11 degrees. So... yeah, set them side by side and see if the OT is consistently taller from front to back. So side by side meaning, okay, give me 1 sec. All right, how to do this? Okay. All right, let's put this down. Let's put this down. All right. Like this, I assume. So like this. Side cam now. Hold up. I'm trying here. Trying my best here. Something like that. There. Focus should be on the right place. It's kind of close, to be quite honest. Like, it, yeah, maybe a degree, maybe 12. It starts around the same and it ends a little taller, see? So it's like 12 degrees maybe, right? 12 on the OTD and 11 on the Daji, right? By very little. Oh yeah, 11.5 seems a reasonable compromise number. But yeah, it starts around the same height here, though. So with the typing angle, it's like 13 with the angled plate. Yeah, I would think so, right? So pretty steep. And yes, I can definitely weigh them. Give me a sec. All right, so that's the 456 GT, right? And let me move this over. Is that the Wob Cyrillic that just released? If so, how is it? I think it's great. It looks very crisp. It looks like Wob, and it looks white and black. It is double shot. The keycap quality is pretty good, I think. So I think it looks good. All right. And this is the original Ocho Cuatro. There we go. So, as you can see, it starts around the same and then ends much steeper on the 11 degree one, right? So, yeah. And let's see, if I show you here the other view here, right? Oh, that keycap fell off. Now I gotta be careful. Alright, cool. And, alright, so here, side by side, somewhat, oh, Forget that the autofocus is off here. Okay, back on. Back on. Here is the side-by-side of the original Ocho Cuatro and the V2 XL. Very different sides. But yeah, you can see the comparison there, right? If you want to see the differences here directly, we can zoom out a little and see that this is what this one looks like, and this is what this one looks like. And then, yeah. They sit on at the same height on the desk mat because of the feet. Oh, I see. That makes sense. Yeah. As far as on the front, looks like that on this one. And looks like that on this one. All right. And then, let's do one last little, oh, that makes me nervous. All right, that's better. One little comparison here. That's the OTD. And then, flipping this over should be a little bit careful, just so as to not twist the cable too much. That's a OTD bottom here. Okay, I think that's the limit. And then this is the Daji, right? What's the tape? It's like you know, like the protector thingy plastic. It was there already. I didn't want to remove it, so I didn't bother. I didn't put it there, so I figured I would just leave it as is because I don't care. So yeah, I just left it alone. Ugh. No, I didn't put it there. If I had put it there, I think I would have done a better job of putting two separate squares. But it was already there, so I just left it as alone. Alright, so that's the comparison between those guys. And I will weigh these now. Well, I'll just weigh the V2 here. So the OTE looks very cumbersome. It is cumbersome if you're moving it around. Like if you're taking it inside a case, outside of a case. That stuff is cumbersome. Once it's on the desk, who cares, right? It doesn't have to move. It's only cumbersome if you have to move them around. Okay. OT is heavier with those weights? Oh yeah, it's absolutely heavier with the weights. So, yeah. Okay, lastly, I think Chutoro and some other people were requesting the weight of this. So this weighs 2.7 kilograms, basically. 5 pounds and 15 ounces-ish. So quite heavy. If you wanted to compare it to a different TKO like the Ocho Cuatro here, the regular one, we can check that. This one weighs 5 pounds and 4 ounces, so 10 ounce difference. Pretty small difference actually. 2.3, 2.4 kilograms. So not much of a difference. Yeah, the high angle will make it heavy because of just the amount of aluminum that it covers. Pretty nice though, nice heft. stay on the desk for sure. So yeah. So that's that. For those. Was there anything else? Am I missing anything? Any questions? So on. Do you expect to be eating this keyboard? No. What colors? I believe it's black and lavender and black, right? Like, it's the inverse. It's 2 colors, right? I think. Lilac. Lavender, lilac. Yeah, you know. Same, but different. Can we get the comparison? Oh, yeah, sure. I can do that. Alright, fine. We can do that. Alright, sounds good. Let's compare it. Alright, so right now we have the Ocho Cuatro 2 XL. I would call that lavender rather than lilac. Same. I think I see this as lavender personally, but everyone has different eyes for that, for color, so I don't know. Alright, let's give it a shot. Alright, so here is MX Blacks on aluminum, lightly lubed with 205 grade 0, TX film, 60 gram springs, and O-ring mount. Okay, so this is O-ring mount, 1.2 millimeter PCB. Okay. Alright, so that was the V2 XL. We can bring my Ocho Cuatro here. This one, I believe I built this, was this MX Blacks on aluminum. And 1.6 millimeter PCB as opposed to 1.2. I don't remember if this was 32.425, but should be about the same as far as lube goes. A little bit probably a little bit more heavily lubed than these guys, so it will sound a little bit different. And yeah, this is still MX Blacks on aluminum. This is top mount, however, so this should be top mount. And 1.6 PCB. Okay. So, bit different. I think this one sounds a bit cleaner. It's not gonna have that kind of grittiness that you hear from a lightly lubed switch build. And the PCB thickness is going to also be making a bit of a difference. The mounting method in particular is going to be making a big difference here as well. So it sounds just different, right? Again, the mods here. So, wind key again. Anyway, so that's what it sounds like. So definitely a bit, you know, different, right? You know, if you really want to compare them, right? Like, right? So they kind of vary. I think they both have their pros and cons in terms of like what you might like about the sound. Different typing angle, that kind of stuff. Obviously, those are just typing preferences. But I personally like both of them for different reasons. Like a lightly lubed build like this one sounds pretty nice. Like this too, has a bit of like grit to the sound. And this one sounds a bit crisp, clean. Maybe a little bit more muted, perhaps. But yeah. So yeah. Ooh. Oh, goodbye, Joy Isabel. Fell off again. I don't know where it went. Here it is. Alright. But yeah, that's the two Dodgy keyboards from the previous iteration and the current installment that's going to be happening this week for $650 US. First come, first serve on April 20th. Two different times, 12 hours away from each other. If you're interested. So yeah, that's sort of the gist of it. So yeah. All right, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here soon. Let me just check a few things here. Let's do a few things first. Let's see here. Let's get our little thumbnail for today's build. Look at that. Gorgeous. Alright. So there's our thumbnail. Oh, I'll wait for that sub message to go away. Thank you again, Juan, for the subs. Alright. 3, 2, 1, and boom. Nice. Alright. There's our thumbnail. I'm not done yet, however, so don't go yet. Don't go yet. I left. Okay, bye. So in lieu of me having to move soon, I wanted to give away some things because it certainly doesn't hurt anybody for me to give away things, correct? So let me also reprogram a few things here because I don't like it. Okay, perfect. And this one can be that. Alright, cool.
I'm going to miss Digo's brick wall.
Oh, the brick wall? I'm gonna miss it too, yeah. These guys. Alright. Hug JD redeem? Oh, okay, fine. I'll do that first. Alright. I shall hug JD. Ugh. Okay. Try not to destroy anything here. Today, a more careful hug. Alright. Oh yeah. Okay. So that's that. Redeem. Thank you, Rivius. Never forget to show some love to JD. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, hello, Vinny. Thank you so much for the 2 months. Thank you, thank you. Apartment giveaway, Pog! Alright, there's marbles. Poggies. Alright, let's do some community maps. Alright, cool. Let's do some random things. Yeah, okay. This one's fine. Long, dangerous wave. Okay, cool. Alright, I hope I answer everybody's questions about the group buy. I mean, not the group buy, yeah, the group buy for the Daji. But if you have questions, Juan is right here. But also, you can go to dodgykeyboards.com to check that out. I'm going to be giving away a few things here. So, today I have switches. So, the first bag of switches I'm going to be giving out, it's going to be these guys. You might guess the switch, but I don't think you'll get it. I actually don't really even know what these are. So these are some 43 Studio long pole linears. They're black, they're long pole, and they're pretty smooth. Obsidian Pro 2s? Maybe those are the ones. I actually just don't remember what the name was, that's all. I just don't remember the name. I think that's right, though. It's a 43 Studio long pole linear black housing, top and bottom. And, yeah. It's like a bag of 100 of them, I think. It looks like 100. So those will be going. Alright, I'll give you guys 50 seconds to join. So exclamation play to join the race for some obsidians. I will cover shipping con US, but if it's international, I will ask that you cover just the difference, which is it depends where you're located. It might be $10 or $15. So yeah. International shipping is gonna be more than the switches? I don't think so. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. It's about the price of shipping, really. You're entering for some obsidian switches from 43 Studio. Long pole linears. Alright, we're starting anyway, so you might have been too late. Alright, here goes the race. Anthony roars. This is like a... Oh my god, okay. I guess this is just a long-ass slide. Okay. So we have a long-ass slide that just goes down and down and down and down and down and down and down. And where the fuck does it stop? It keeps going. It keeps going. Alright, Anthony roars. Lex at Night and Rivius leading the front here. I have no fucking clue when this is gonna end. It just keeps going down. Okay? So we're just gonna see how we're doing here. We see Anthony roars here going through. Raider Noise and Obito. Some people are falling somehow. Or actually, are they even falling? Yeah, I think they're dying too. I don't know how they're dying, but they're dying. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Take me to the right person. Alright, there. Oh no. Some people are getting yeeted, and I don't know how. Alright, some people are getting yeeted somehow. I guess they maybe are... Is there a gap somewhere? How the fuck are they falling off? Oh, they're falling off from the sides. Oh, I see. Okay. So, we'll see here. Poger safely in the back. I actually did not enter my own race. Haha, I should have. Nihon Jam, Lana Like Sick going here in the front. Anthony Roar still holds the lead by a little bit, but Nihon Jam's catching up. Nihon Jam catching up. Oh, is he gonna fall off? Oh, Nihon Jam kind of going left and right, a little dangerous there. Anthony Roar is kind of casually just going straight down, actually, and somehow takes the middle. Oh my god, is he gonna survive? Nope, they did not survive. Urethra Plumber, are they gonna survive? Sammy Lullaboo, are they gonna survive? No. And Patty's Juice Box is the first person to win. It's the first person to make it to the end. And Naughty Penguin makes it at a safe 10th place. Patty's Juice Box, first place. Cool. Alright. Patty's Juice Box, do you claim? I claim. Alright. I'll be in touch with you shortly. So, let me send you a form. I will be sending you a form through Twitch DMs. So, let's see. Whisper. Wait, I can't do that through here, can I? Oh, I can't. Okay. I'll do it through my dashboard. Give me a sec. Dashboard. Patissa Juice Box. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Whisper, and please fill out the form that I sent you. And yeah, you'll be getting in the mail. If you're in the US, great. If you have a proxy, even better. So yeah, I'll cover US shipping, but otherwise, if you're international, I'll contact you and I'll ask you to cover some of the rest. Okay? Cool beans. All right. Oh, Mr. Juan with the generosity. Okay, sure, why not? Alright, so we have a special giveaway today, okay? We have a special giveaway for... Let me mark this up, actually. Let me see, this is for... Where's my Sharpie, man? I don't think the Sharpie works. I think this one's used up. But let me see. Oh, there. This is for Petit's juice box. Alright, cool. Alright. So the next giveaway is actually going to be from Mr. Juan, Dodgy Keyboards themselves. They would like to give away a production version of the Otus PCB, which is a TKL layout Otus PCB. It will be arriving in the next few weeks, and we will be giving one away to a winner. It will be free shipping if you are in the United States, and it will be shipping paid. You will have to pay for shipping if you are located internationally. Okay, if you have a US proxy, then you don't have to pay for shipping. Okay, so this will be sent through Dodgy Keyboards in a few weeks, so don't expect it right away. And yeah, that'll be later. So, but I will still collect your info and all that, pass it along, and you can figure it out later. Okay. All right, cool. Let's do it. So marbles once again. Thank you, Juan, for the generous. All right, let's go to race menu for your generosity. My bad. And let's do a random map here. I'm gonna switch this over. Hold on. Okay. All right, random maps. Let's do something fun. I don't know. Bouncy driven heights. Okay, cool. Let's just do that. All right. Exclamation play for you to enter now, and I'll give you guys a minute to end. Oh, that's too much. 1 minute to enter. Start countdown. I'll join myself. I want to notice PCB. If I win, I'm gonna keep it. Okay? If I win, I'm keeping this PCB. I want to notice PCB. So if I win, I'm keeping it. Easy clap. If I win, I keep PCB. So I'm gonna rig it right now. Easy clap. I'm gonna rig it. Look, I'm rigging it right now. Exclamation rig. Exclamation boost. Exclamation first place. Easy clap. Done. If Diego loses, I'll send whoever wins a Dolch themed ass. Oh man, that's epic. Alright, let's go. 45 people in the race. Let's get going. Alright, let's start. And here we go. Oh, very cool race here. We have little laser boxes. Naughty Penguin leading the front, and GZ Prime following right behind it. It's like a bouncy box. Very interesting. We have a bunch of folks here. Raider Noise leading the front here. Kind of hard to follow these people. Okay, we have this like bouncy tube where people are just bouncing and bouncing and bouncing around until reaching the end. B Vega reaching the obstacles over here. And Al Hex falling right behind. A bunch of people crashing through, but Rivius making it out first. Drua following right after. No, Drua actually in first place. If Drua wins, will he even make his own PCB? Doubt. So we'll see if Drua wins. Will Drua win? Will Drua win? Will Drua win a TKL PCB? Oh boy! Rivius. Oh my god, there's a big jump. Rivius, Drua, Lenza, Lucas, Naughty Penguin, Raz, Yuri, or B, Vega, I'm only who I am, 765, Nebby, Vinny Chu. Raz following at the front here, but Anthony Roars and Vinny Chu are in first place. Pat is the juice box! Oh my god! Patisa juice box just fucking... Oh my god! What is this lead? What is this lead? Bro, that's rigged. Wow. I don't claim? Okay. Okay. Are you sure? Alright. I'll let Patisi Juice Box, because they're being nice, to not claim, because I first of all, I didn't state that you can only win once. If I had stated it before, then it would be fair to just give it to the next person, right? But since I didn't state it, technically Patisi Juice Box wins fairly. So I'll let Patisi Juice Box to choose who to give it to, and it must not be like, oh, you know. So just choose. You can choose. Give it to second place, third place, 17th place, 20th place. You choose. There are 20. Actually, how many people made it? 35 people made it. How many people entered? 35. So between 35 people, 34 excluding yourself. We're waiting for you. Okay, am I gonna RNG this? I'm just gonna RNG if you don't say something in the next few. Doing an RNG real quick? Okay. No rig, RNG. We do a little RNG. Alright, 26. 26 between... Did you do random number between... Do you do 1 through 35 or 1 through 34? I'm just gonna check that. 1 through 35 or 1 through 34? 1 to 35. Okay. So the winner is, drum roll, boom, Juantagon. Juantagon, the winner. La Raza. Claim. Alright, congrats Juantagon. I will be sending you a link to claim your info and passing it along to Mr. Juan later on once you do. But alright. Very nice. Congrats, Juantagon. And very nice of Patisi Juice Box to pass it along. Takes Juan to know Juan. You know it. Alright. I'm sending you a little form for you to fill out. And let's go back to our races. Alright, next thing I'm gonna give out here is going to be these. This is, I think, a 70 switch bag of Amber T1 switches from Durock. Amber T1 switches from Durock. Okay, this time I will set the rule where you cannot win twice. So if you already won, you won, and you can't win again. Alright, so tactiles, these are Durock T1s, Amber T1s, I believe, from... I got these from Cannon Keys, so thank Cannon Keys for these switches. So we'll pick a random race here. Shady Bonus Battleground sounds good to me. And, oh, sorry, it's on the screen now. And you guys can join. In 60 seconds, we'll begin the race. So make sure to join in the next 50-ish seconds. Alright, race starts in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. I'm not in the race, so here you might... You're lucky I'm not here to rig it. Just kidding. Mantis Toboggan taking the lead. We're gonna wait until everybody is down from the little thingy here. Captain Badass, Dirty Farts. And Captain Badass leading the front with Alhex and Aussie Keycaps right behind. See some other folks, including Mr. Juan. Some people getting launched into this hamster ball over here. We'll see who comes out of the hamster balls first. 765 maybe? Aussie? Who knows? Aussie Keycaps perhaps? Hard to tell. Anthony Roars actually makes it out first. No, Diamondback is the one who makes it out first. Diamondback falling through to the little roller here. So Diamondback quickly going past the rollers and just straight to the finish. Just straight to the finish. Diamondback just straight to the finish. No problem. Wow, just left everyone behind. Alright, nice. Congrats, Diamondback. Congrats, congrats. That was a very quick race. Diamondback just like avoided the obstacles pretty much. So we see some folks here, Melanie, Ozzy, and David here trying to spin around and trying to get out of this little loop. Ozzy kind of getting stuck there, and they made it out. Oh, there comes a firewall of death. Will they make it through? I think they will. I think they will. Alright, cool. Oh, everyone, most people survived. New track record from Diamondback, very nice. And Diamondback, do you claim? Too easy! Wow, okay. Oh, hello, Mr. Space. How's it going? More like Diamond Front, I know, right? Alright, Diamondback, do you claim? I will give you 30 seconds for you to claim. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. Alright, correct. Cool, claim it is. Congrats, I'll send you a form. Again, fill it out. If you don't fill it out, no prize for you. Okay? Thank you. And next race. Alright, next prize here is going to be another bag of switches. It's going to be, these are the, what are these called? Are these Neapolitan ones? Tactiles? Texi? Yeah. Texi Neapolitan switches. Tactile long pulse stems. There's probably 110 of them here. Gift to last place if I win. Alright, so another marbles race it is. Let's go and choose a random map. Snappy Chaotic Trail. Okay, that sounds good to me. And this time I'll give people only 30 seconds to join. So if you're not here and you miss it, too bad, okay? 30 seconds to join. Start countdown now. I'll join myself just for fun. If I win, I'll just give it to last place as well. Actually, no. I'll give it to 17th place. Nice prime number if I win. Alright. Everyone joining here for some Neapolitan switches. Also from Can Keys, I believe, so thank them. If you happen to win, you can also, obviously, if you're using these somewhere, if you win any prize and you use them, right, like, make sure to tag folks who donated the prizes, right, like Can Keys, myself, whoever it is. Alright, so here we go, starting and going down the little toilet funnel here. Not even gonna check J Ridgy leading the front here with a boost. Woo, that boost is fast as fuck. Alright, so let's see. Captain Badass maybe is leading the front now? No. No, I'm not sure actually. Mr. Space Cables is leading the front here. Mr. Space Cables about to win some switches today. Look at that. And Captain Badass leading the second place over there. But look at Mr. Space Cables just casually going through. Alright, goes down the little downhill portion here. And is about to make it to the Y intersection. Just easily goes to the right. Mantis Toboggan and Captain Badass falling behind. Just casually here. Let's see if... Ooh, Mr. Space Cables got... Ooh, landed on some mines. Some people getting... Woo! Some people got whacked over there. Some landmines. Eggy Sando just actually made it out alive. Past the little dummy thingy here. Eggy Sando and Niten, and Space Cables actually recovered and is coming in third place here. Will Eggy Sando actually live these explosions? Oh, another explosion here. Eggy Sando, will you lift Niten? And Shrek is God. Actually make it fine. Melly the Savage actually leading the front now in the obstacle section. Oh, Eggy Sando just got yeeted by his fellow marble companions over here. Oh my god, just got friendly fired out of the track. Melanie the Savage now crawling up the tube over here with Gnome of Death falling right behind it. Naughty Penguin on third, Ankit on fourth, and here comes the real test. Will you make it to the right side? No, 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 and Mantis Toboggan makes it to the right side at the end. And I didn't. Neither did Drew. Alright, so Mantis Toboggan, congratulations. Poor Eggy Sando. That's so sad. That was a fun map. Yeah, that was a fun one. That was really fun. Mantis Toboggan, do you claim? Alright, let's give it 20 seconds. 20, 19, 18. Random number for funsies. Okay. Random number. There's 1 and 17 people, and I'm gonna random number it, okay? Random number it. Alright, so just to show you that I'm actually gonna random number this, let's open up my browser here. Let's open up random.org. Alright, do that. Okay. Alright, let me show you here. Close this. Just Chrome. Alright, random.org, okay? 1 through 17. 3, 2, 1, boom! And 17 is the winner, so the last place actually wins. And who is that? And that is going to be Bunny Dota. Congratulations, Bunny. Do you claim? You called 17 before the match? I know it's rigged, right? Is it rigged or is it not? That's the real question. Bunny, I'll give you 20 seconds to claim 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, you didn't answer. Alright, next person who wins it is going to be number 10. Alright, number 10 was the next random number, which is Mr. Space Cables. Look at that. Mr. Space Cables, do you want some switches? Let's go. Rigged. No? Reroll? Oh, come on. You should accept it. So it's like, oh, a sponsor won our marbles race? Rigged? No. Okay, never mind. Alright, 12. Number 12, Sammy. Okay, Sammy. Sammy, do you want some switches? Sammy, do you want switches? Gift to Kim? Okay, that's it. Decided. I'll be sending this to... Kim didn't win though. I don't think that's fair to the 14 other people. Not allowed. New race, only solution? Okay. Alright, new race it is. Here, new race. No, you guys are too slow. Alright, new race. Alright, so this is going to be the last race. Charting Spinning Blast is a nice and long race. And we're actually going to be doing 2 giveaways for this race. Okay? First place wins a bag of Choss Fox Jingle 52-gram long pole switches. And last place wins these Neapolitan switches. Okay? Cool. Alright. Let's go. Alright, let's go. Alright, I'll give you guys 66 seconds to join. Look at everyone enthusiastically joining here. We have 35, like maybe like 40 or so people. What are the Cyrillic caps? Wop Cyrillic. Wop Cyrillic. Okay, maybe if I don't see more than like a few other people joining, I'll just start the race soonish. Alright, I'm gonna drink some water. Kinda thirsty now. Ugh. Alright, 10, 9, 8, 7, I'll join 2. 6, 5, just to see myself go on the race. What the hell is this map? What the fuck? Turning Spinning Blast. Alright, let's go. Woo! Everyone getting pumped up here to the top side. Oh my god, what the fuck is this race? Ah! Okay, I can't keep track of anybody here. I think John Bond is the one at the bottom. Nope, that's not it. Is it Why Not SSB? What the f... Is it CLLCT? Who is the one who is winning right now? I think it's these guys here. CLCCT, Holy Monk, Gnome of Death. Or is it Sammy? What the? It's like a maze, bro. Okay, yeah, Sammy? Sammy? Patisi Juice Box? Maybe? Me? No? Who is winning? No one's winning until we get here. John Bond makes it out first. Why Not SSB and Sammy? I'm Only Who I Am. J Rigid TAM 9009. Following here. They hit the obstacles, ready to hit the hammers here. Are they going to be yeeted by the hammers? Juan makes it alive! Woo! Juan, let's go. Are you going to be yeeted by the little pegboard here? No. Juan just makes it through into the hamster ball. Ryby's falling right behind, but Shrek is gone. Actually, just boozed right through. Are people getting yeeted? People are getting yeeted over there. I don't know who, but some people got yeeted over there. Juan making it through the hamster ball here. I got yeeted and I died. Janky and some other people died too. Anthony Roars, Rain and BJJ making it out first. CLLCT and Nita and Rybius going through the little cogwheels or whatever here. CLLCT are falling right behind. Anthony Roars actually making it out first, and Nita falling right behind here too. Anthony Roars gets a little boost from those little paddles and goes around very easily around that little maze kind of section. And now the question is, will Anthony Roar survive the rest of the race? But we have quite a bit left in the race, as you can see. So Anthony Roar and Nihon Jam are actually falling through right behind. Very quickly falling through the little, like, comb looking thing. And then Nihon Jam falling right behind. Nope, Anthony Roar actually takes the lead here. And Anthony Roar and Nihon Jam actually fighting for the first place here. Some other people getting yeeted down there. Jay Rich really far back, just chilling, big chilling. Okay. And Niten28 in third place, Space Cables in fourth, Simon TH in fifth. Anthony Roar is just taking this non-cannon path. I think these cannons just yeet you to death anyway, so don't take the cannons. So Anthony Roar is just quickly going through the Right side, no, left side path, and Anthony roars. Oh no! Oh no, Anthony roars. Oh no, Anthony roars. Nihon Jam! Nihon Jam! Will Nihon Jam make it to the finish? Yes, probably. Wait, Nihon Jam died? Wait, how? How did they die? How did they die? How did they die? What? Can they shoot at an angle? What? Missed the ring, I guess. Oh man. Nihon Jam misses the hole. And so does not finish the race. Don't forget, Nihon Jam, it's not a race. It's about aiming for the right places. That happens a lot. Alright. So here we see who else will finish the race. Janky Render. I think they died. Jay Ridge and Gnome of Death. Oh, goodbye, Gnome. Oh, wait, Gnome survived? Gnome survived. Gnome survived. Gnome survived because they got caught by this thing. Holy moly. Okay. Alright, Gnome of Death. Are you gonna make it? Oh, the exit was so sad. Okay, let's go back to Jay Ridgy. Jay Ridgy, will you survive before the wall of fire kills you? Oh, Jay Ridgy. Oh, Jay Ridgy, will you survive? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, the bounce and to the death. Too bad. Alright, that was fun. That was a fun race. Alright, so the first places and last places are Naughty Penguin and Simon TH. Simon TH, do you claim a bag of Chos Fox, I think Jingle linear switches? Claim, okay. So Simon TH claims, I'll send you a message in a bit. Naughty Penguin, do you claim a bag of Neapolitan switches? Again, if you're in the US, I will be sending it for free. If you are outside of the US for the shipping address, you will just have to pay the difference. Alright, claim. Congratulations, friends. Nice dub. Congrats, congrats. That was fun. That was actually quite fun. Alright, I'll be sending you guys messages right now. So let's see. Simon first. Please fill out for some Chos Fox linears, and Naughty for some Neapolitan switches. I sent you a link through Twitch, so check out your Twitch DMs and fill out the form. Alright. Very nice. Very easy. Alright, folks. Congrats to all the winners. Once again, it's been a long stream, but just, yeah. I think I'm just gonna conclude it here. I do want to mention that for the next build, I am going to be building a 70 FRL TKL all the way out from the Middle East on the next stream. If you want to see the interest check, it's gonna be it's on the Geekhack. There. That's gonna be the next one. I'll wait. I'm not yet completely done here because I still need to raid somebody. So let's go and check who is currently streaming. So let's browse here. I see Interloper Creative is live. I see Mr. Mick Merlin and Beige Lad are also live. I guess that's about it that I know here on my list. Lightning Keywords streaming? Oh yeah, POC self-raid. Alright, let's just go raid Mr. Interloper. Interloper Nathan. Interloper Creative. A very creative streamer. I personally admire all the work that goes into his stream and all the little creative gadgets and little cool animations and like transitions and all kinds of cool things that he does for the stream. He also plays the drums, which is really cool. And so I do admire that. as someone who also enjoys percussions. So yeah, let's go sure raid, lightning raid. And let's just say, show us your latest creation. I don't know what he might say to that, but let's just ask him to show us his latest creation. Meowgo notes. Alright friends, there's our raid message. Once again, I want to thank you for coming by. This was the Ocho Cuatro V2 XL from Dodgy Keyboards. Again, first come first serve. For 30 slots on the 20th of April. If you want to follow Dodgy Keyboards, dodgykeyboards.com. You'll find it over there. But yeah, all the info's over there. If you don't follow him, too bad, you're missing out. But this was a very nice decal, O-ring mount, and MX Blacks. And yeah. Alright friends, I'll see you guys on Wednesday, probably Wednesday afternoon. So I'll see you guys then for the 70-0. Take care. Take it easy, and yeah, have a good night and good rest of your week.